My coworker reported me to HR for not inviting her to my wedding. You ever meet someone who thinks the world literally revolves around them? Well, I just found out mine works in the next cubicle over. Because apparently, not inviting her to my wedding was creating a hostile work environment. Yeah, HR meeting and all. Let me explain before you lose brain cells trying to make sense of that. So, I work at a pretty chill office. Not corporate-level chaos, but enough drama to fill an episode of The Office. And there's this woman. Let's call her Tracy. Now, Tracy's one of those co-workers who's friendly enough, but not really friend material, you know? Like, we've had small talk at the coffee machine, exchanged a few jokes during meetings, but that's it. No lunches, no text messages, no hanging out after hours. She's a co-worker, not a plus one. Anyway, a few months ago, people at work started hearing I was getting married. You know how it goes. Word travels fast when you're engaged. So Tracy walks up to me one morning, big smile, latte in hand, and goes, "Oh, I heard you're getting married. When's the big day?" I tell her, "Oh yeah, it's coming up this summer." She goes, "How exciting. So, am I invited?" Now, I thought she was joking. Like, haha coworker humor. So I laugh and say, "Oh no, it's super small. Just close friends and family." Still smiling, still polite. Her face instantly drops. Smile gone. Eyes narrow. She just kind of stares at me. Then says, "Oh, I see," and walks away. I stood there like, wait, what just happened? Fast forward a few days later. I'm sitting at my desk, minding my own business, when I get a meeting invite from HR. Subject line, workplace conduct discussion. My stomach drops. I'm thinking, oh God, what did I do? Did I accidentally CC the wrong person? Did someone misinterpret a joke? Nope. I walk in, sit down, and there's my HR rep, looking both serious and confused. She clears her throat and says, "So, we received a complaint that you may have been exclusive toward a coworker." I blink. Exclusive? She nods. "Apparently, you hosted a personal event and intentionally excluded a team member, which they felt created a hostile environment." I just sit there, silent, processing. Then I realize she's talking about Tracy. I literally said, "Wait, are you saying?" She filed a complaint because I didn't invite her to my wedding. HR lady just sighs. "It appears so." I almost laughed right there. I had to stop myself from saying, "Is this a prank? Is Ashton Kutcher about to jump out of the supply closet?" But no, it was real. I had to sit there and explain to a professional HR representative that my wedding, my personal, non-work, private life event, is not part of the company's inclusivity policy. And honestly, the HR rep looked just as tired of it as I was. She kind of gave this half smile and said, "Yeah, don't worry. You're obviously not required to invite coworkers to private events." And that was that. Case closed. Or so I thought. Because ever since that day, Tracy's been on a whole new level of passive-aggressive. She'll make these weird comments during meetings like, "Some people are so inclusive these days," and then glance at me. Or when someone mentions weddings, she'll say, "Oh, must be nice to actually be considered friend." Like, girl, you reported me to HR for not giving you a slice of cake you weren't invited to eat. At one point, she even started ignoring me completely. Until one afternoon, I caught her telling another coworker, "I just think it's unprofessional to treat people differently based on personal relationships." Ma'am, it's not treating people differently. It's called not inviting strangers to your literal wedding. And honestly, the more I think about it, the funnier and sadder it gets. Because she genuinely thought HR could, what? Force me to send her an invitation? Make me buy her a chicken dinner and let her catch my wife's bouquet? It's like she thought she was the main character in my love story. I mean, look, I get it. Some people are lonely. Some people feel left out. But there's a massive difference between feeling excluded and filing a formal complaint about it. At this point, I just keep things strictly professional with her. "Good morning. Got that report?" "Thanks." No small talk. No jokes. No openings for drama. And guess what? The world didn't end. HR didn't force me to hand out wedding invites. And Tracy? She's still bitter, but at least now, she keeps her complaints between her and her iced coffee. So yeah, I got reported to HR for not inviting someone to my wedding. And honestly, that might be the most ridiculous sentence I've ever said out loud. But what do you think? Was I somehow in the wrong for not inviting a coworker? Or was Tracy just way out of line? Let me know in the comments. I read every one of them. And if you enjoy wild, real-life stories like this, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because trust me, my office has enough drama for a whole series. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you ever get married, maybe keep the guest list off Slack.